And welcome to Walkthrough's Let's Play of, or welcome back to another episode of Walkthrough's Let's Play of Victory Thrust! And as you can see, we're back at this screen because we are continuing where we just left off. I will beat that mission tonight. I will beat it today, I mean. I will beat it today. I do not care. I mean, I'm still feeling a little off, and my eyes are watery, which doesn't help. Or watery, more watery than normal, but we will beat this mission. And again, it'll be so simple if there was a checkpoint somewhere. Like a checkpoint after the first group of fighters would be really nice. And no, if there was no checkpoint anywhere else in the entire mission, other than after the first group of fighters, that'd be fine. But there's so much dialogue before the first group of fighters, and yeah, I just wish there was a checkpoint there. I also wish that Viking would do something other than sit there and do nothing. Oh, by the way, VID means visual identification. That means they can see us on radar, but they can't actually see what we are.
Unidentified aircraft. This is the aircraft carrier Resolute, attached to the blockade force. Reverse course to 180 and exit our airspace. Fighters are inbound to guide you out. Lower your landing gear to signal an emergency. Should you fail to comply, we are authorized to use lethal force under Article 1, Section 8 of the Coalition Charter.
You see, having a checkpoint would be very fruitful, as there's a little waiting at the beginning of every Victory Thrust mission, which is really good your first time, but if you die near the end, and if you die by a single mistake, or if you just die because or if you die just because you just got unlucky, it's not a good idea. It'd be a really good idea to have a checkpoint, so you wouldn't have to start the entire mission over again.
Pick them up from the standoff range, but don't get separated from the transports.
Whatever in this mission, have I? Alright, same idea as last time, except we're going to go right to left. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, that's just a bad move on my part. And get these guys. Oh, they're dodging now. Why are they dodging? They never dodged before. That's not right. Okay, we're restarting. No. I think what happened that time is I accidentally pressed Y. Because I accidentally pressed Y, yeah. That's just a bad play on my part.
Darter, this is Viking. Do you see us?
Oh, I wish you could skip these parts. That'd be nice as well.
Watch our backs.
All Coalition assets. Air tracks detected in Grid Foxtrot 4. Can we get fires to VID?
Stoyeki is directing flankers to your AOs.
Interceptors to the northwest. Let's take...
Unidentified aircraft. This is the aircraft carrier Resolute, attached to the blockade force. Reverse course to 180 and exit our airspace. Fighters are inbound to guide you out. Lower your landing gear to signal an emergency. Should you fail to comply, we are authorized to use lethal force under Article 1, Section 8 of the Coalition Charter.
Come on. I mean, either a checkpoint would be nice or ability to skip these parts would be nice, but I think just a checkpoint would be nice.
Oriole has eyes on... they're painting us. Contacts are hostile.
Resolute copies. Vectoring our cap on you now.
That's a lot of bandits.
Yeah.
Ash, pick them up from the standoff range, but don't get separated from the transports.
Okay, let's try this again, except let's hope they don't dodge this time. Your friend. Hopefully they didn't fire too soon. You're next. They're dodging again. Why are they dodging now? And like all the attempts, now they're dodging. Why is that? That's not right. That's not right at all. I don't get why they're dodging now. I mean, I get why they're dodging. We're playing vector stuff happens like stuff like this always happens, and now our missiles are not loading. Oh no. I don't like it when they be smart all of a sudden. I mean, at least that lets you know. At least that lets you know this game actually has like a random number generator running in the background that makes the encounters different every single time. So yeah, that's better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, I should have fired just one. Oh well. Okay, you're next. But hey, at least we did that faster than last time.
Good shooting, Ash.
There you go.
Oriole and Cavalier flights have disappeared from radar. We need reinforcements.
Faster, faster, faster.
Fighters are on alert 10. Can anyone get birds up in the meantime? The flight is entering the battle space and clear it to engage.
We only got 14 of these left.
Fast. Remember, we don't have to wipe them out. Just keep Darter safe.
It'd be really nice, not if you were to come and help me, like, do that, you know? I accidentally fired my gun, by the way. Well, I'm getting them maneuvering, which is better than them shooting at Darter. Look on that guy. Okay, switching to the mains. Oh, that was nice. They got right behind us, which is not good. Gotcha. Where's your friend? I thought he was right behind me, but no, he's not. Yeah, he moved. We're not using our missiles quite yet. Actually, yes, we are. Dude, suck on that. I fired those too late, it seems.
We're under enemy fire.
You are indeed.
Clear on our 6.
Not anymore. Haha!
5 in yes. We need time to scrap more flankers.
Checkpoint would be really, really nice about now. Just letting you guys know. What are you anyway? You look like a. You don't look like a. You look like C-130. Okay, you're C-130. Yeah. C-130s can't really dodge. I mean, they can, but not much. They're scuttling fighters, but I don't see them on the map. I don't want to run into Darter. That'd be very, very bad. No, you're not C-130. Because you have only 2 engines. You look like a C5 or a C14. Or one of them.
Showtime, reading 2 fast movers and 1 heavy. Request priority target.
Forget about the cargo plane for now. Those flyers are wiping everyone out.
AST-21s. Oh, we're out.
Roger. Committing on the escorts.
We're going to
There's only 2
Lance.
We can't handle this. Where the hell is Legion?
They're deployed in Yera. You know they suck it.
What about that Legion, Recruit?
Overton lost yesterday. It's up to us
Like that.
to pass along.
Hit. Oh, only hit.
Dross flight is entering the battle. We'll finish this now.
No, you're not. Actually, you might. If Knight doesn't do anything about this. It's just fight me, fight me, fight me. I don't care who you fight, just fight me. Oh, actually, fight me instead of everybody else. Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, switching to normal. Oh, I see that missile. Don't die, don't die, don't die. We got plenty of missiles just to fool around. There we go, hit.
Damage is critical. We need support.
You are getting support, but I can't do it alone again. Knight, you.
We're going in.
Are you kidding me, Knight?
Damn it. Turn and burn, Ash. There's nothing left for us to do here.
We would have something to do if you would have helped. That was dead perfect. I did the best I could do, and and we just couldn't do it. I guess we can try again. We just gotta keep trying over and over again until we just get lucky, I suppose. Yeah, that's the thing about vector thrust. Both in challenge and the campaign, it seems, is you just have to get lucky in order to get the missions completed. There is no being skillful. There is getting lucky that stuff, everything works perfectly, because there's still a lot of bugs, like the lock-on bug, the your gun fires automatically bugs, stuff like that. There's a lot of bugs that happen that, if you get unlucky, could completely ruin your game, and you can't do anything about it. I mean, and also this time, we just got unlucky that I don't know how we got unlucky. We just lost. Everything happened perfectly until the very end, and then they shot at Darter, and Knight didn't shoot them back. That's like all that happened. And it's like it's not my fault. It's not the game's fault. I don't think. It's just I don't know. And that bug too, but that's not a big bug. Okay, we'll keep trying.
This is Viking. Do you see us?
We, visual. Entering no
A checkpoint would be wonderful.
Grid Foxtrot 4. Can we get fires to BID?
Yeah, I wish there was a checkpoint between each of the fighter groups. The one that's coming up, the one that's the middle one, and the one that's late. Because we would be in a much better position, and we would not be wasting as much time, because we wouldn't be doing the entire mission over and over again. Sure, the missions don't last all that long, but still, it'd be really nice to have checkpoints. So if you just keep failing, you can keep trying that same portion over and over again. You don't have to do the entire mission over and over again, and do all the dialogue and just do the entire mission over. So yeah, it's just really unfortunate that there's no checkpoints. I mean, challenge mode is fun, but no checkpoints in challenge mode, which is the main part of the game, or one of the main parts of the game.
Resolute copies. Vectoring our cap on you now.
Guys are really tired.
That's a lot of bandits. Ash, pick them up from the standoff range, but don't get separated from the transports.
Okay. There we go. Come on, load of missiles.
We can see smoke trails. That's gonna attract some heat.
Oh, that guy is dodging, but the missiles are still on impact, it looks like. Again, see the top two didn't maneuver that time. Do I wonder? Oh, they're locking onto me. That's good. Oh, what? Nah, I saw. Oh, how those hit? Wait, the missiles that were on him didn't hit, but those ones did. Yeah, you're being consistent. Hey, we not get this guy? Oh, he maneuvered. I got me in a dogfight. I don't like being dogfights in this game, especially when you got escort. Oh yeah, those missed totally. I mean, not saying that they didn't miss in the games. How? You know what? No. Nope. Can't this time. Nope. It won't happen. It won't happen. Basically, what we need to do is we need to kill them all, get right back to the transport, kill the next guy, kill them all, get right back to the transport, and then kill the rest guys before they get in close to the transport again. So if you get in a dogfight anywhere, and if the dogfight lasts more than 5 seconds, we lose, basically. And again, it'd be really nice to have a checkpoint, so I would just, you know, be able to go back to that section and not have to do the entire mission over again. Because as you saw, we would, if we had a checkpoint, we'd probably be done by now, as we'll only be finding the third group. However, unfortunately, we'll still find the first group, and as you saw, we were unable to successfully engage the first group, which means we cannot get to the second group, which means we can get to the third group, which means we can get to the end of the mission. Yeah! It's just unfortunate, and I don't like it. I always love checkpoints. I'm a console player, I like checkpoints. I like quick saves as well. Quick saves are fun. But checkpoints are also fun. Actually, it'd be cool if there was quick saves in this game. And save slots, that'd be cool, but, you know, if you're doing it like Ace Combat, then checkpoints for sure. Oh wait, am I supposed to go now? I think this is yeah, I don't see them all, so we have to wait.
Has eyes on. They're painting us. Contacts are hostile.
Resolute copies. Vectoring our cap on you now.
That's a lot of bandits.
Not enough.
Ash,
Unless they
pick them up
dodge.
from the standoff range, but don't get separated from the transports.
Alright, let's hope they don't dodge and make me waste missiles. Okay, they're not dodging so far. Load missiles.
We can see smoke trails. That's gonna attract some heat.
Load missiles. Okay, next two. Don't waste them. Yeah, okay. See, they're not dodging this time. They're not dodging at all, and then these guys are way too close. I mean, they're not. I mean, like the missiles have a minimum lock-on range, but they are too close, or minimum aiming range at least, or minimum lock-on range. However, these guys are too close because the missiles would miss. Gotcha. I gotta admit, the guns have been greatly improved over the beta, though. Where are you? There you are. Missiles away. Got him. Okay, that time was absolutely, utterly perfect.
Aerial and Cavalier flights have disappeared from radar. We need reinforcements.
Our fighters are on alert 10. Can anyone get birds up in the meantime? The flight is entering the battle space and clear to engage.
There's a big group closing fast. Remember, we don't have to wipe them out. Just keep darters safe.
Yeah, I could do that if you would help a little bit. Just keep unleashing missiles. And remember which ones we shot missiles at first. There we go. Okay, we are too close, going to Sidewinders. That's not gonna work. Got him. Oh, this guy. Try that. Oh, that worked. That sort of worked. Ah, yes, go off. You got time to mess around with this guy a little bit. Did I fire the missiles too late? No, I did not. That was kind of perfect. Trying to get my nose up. I'm trying to get my nose up enough so I can launch missiles at him, while also not being too far to actually miss the missiles, or to miss the lock-on. Ah, this guy. And my souls are not locking on. Got him. Okay, there's my team. Okay, good. Switching to these. Okay, this has been perfect. Again, the checkpoint would be really, really nice. Or a BLT to quick save are both would be very, very nice right now. As I did everything perfectly, but one mistake or just in a dogfight, we lose again.
Forget about the cargo plane for now. Those fires are wiping everyone out.
Yeah, these are the last two, it looks like. Oh no, there's more, because there should be a lot more. Got one? Yeah. Yes! You better not waste any more planes.
You have obligations, Sucker. Resolute, do your duty or I will. Sucker! Station here. Die!
Oh no. They're going to waste planes though. We're out. How about these guys up closer? Apparently the carrier is not going to waste any more planes because more planes are expensive, especially in like a post-apocalyptic area. Especially in a post-apocalyptic area, kind of like this is, post-nuclear, I suppose. How about you? Yes, you can. I get missiles on you. We're gonna lance these guys. Got him. Oh, he's not down yet. Got him. Alright, these should be the last ones. The mission's been perfect, except this guy can kill him. Got him! Alright, we did it. With minimal damage to Darter. I hope so, anyway. Where are my teammates? I want to crushing them now. As I'll be very, very bad. They're way up there, aren't they? Where are they? Yeah, are we good? Or do we have to exit the map? Might still have to exit the map. Where are they? They should be over here somewhere. Same level? Below? Where are they? Oh, there they are. Alright, back in formation like we started this mess. Well, he shut that Russian guy up, or whatever, country he's from in this world. The guy with Russian like accent, I guess. You know those fictional guys that are you know, that weren't Soviets, and before that they were an empire or something, and they like to spam stuff. They like have gigantic submarines, but they can't afford to make big ships, so they make tiny ships with missiles.
We see something up ahead.
What?
There. Ah, damn it. That's an Aegis ship.
Oh no, I think.
There's no way you're getting past that. Ash, we have to sink it.
All right, as long as you let me do it.
We could use our cargo and be like, stand by.
What do you have, Mr. Volvom?
That'll overrun the radar. We should be safe for now.
All right.
Fighters, though, it won't affect those IR missiles.
Alrighty. Might affect
They'll
these.
still be good
Yep.
for us too. Ash, if you get a shot on that destroyer, don't hesitate to take it out.
Oh, I will. Oh, but he's locking onto me. I think not. I think not. Missiles away. Boy, right down their throat. You better like it. Oh, that didn't kill him. He's trying to lock on, but he can't. I'm gonna stay high though. It's like that. Got him.
Hold below the waterline! All hands, abandon ship!
I'll win on the top deck. I think. Next to the superstructure. Oh god, third contact. What is that? Do you deploy a UAV of some type? Might be. Yeah, my radar's picking up a third contact. I don't know where though. There you are. I must have dropped like a probe or something. A jammer of some type. Alright, is that enough surprises for one day? Can we go home now? Again, a checkpoint would be really, really nice. Although there might be a checkpoint between this segment and the air combat segment, but I'm not taking. I know, like, there is no risk. There's no. No, I just can't. No, it's just not a good idea. Okay, let's.
Hostile aircraft are now 50 miles past the blockade line.
Ah,
Write it off, Stoichi. They're not worth it.
what do you want these allure lists?
Stoichi recalling all fighters. Repeat.
Ah,
I cannot believe 2 planes did this.
you mean just one?
Bandits appear to be retreating. We've got it made.
Oh yeah.
That was some fantastic flying.
Thank you. Took many attempts.
Hey, you get what you pay for. Speaking of which,
Don't worry. My employer will take good care of you. We're making a killing off these supply runs. I don't think the coalition will be touching this corridor for a long time.
Oh yeah. Because we are the Sheridan. We are the invisible threat that
that's
kills
what I like to
everybody.
hear.
Ah, yeah. You know, I'm going to just go back home. Mission clear. All right. Yeah. Time for rolling stick around. Mission clear. All right. Success. Ah, that took two episodes, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Ah, I had so much fun. Even though that just was a perfect attempt by both skill and luck. Took lots of luck and a lot of skill in order for that attempt to work out. Thank you. That was amazing work.
Informants report that the 2 carriers you engaged lost so many fighters that they're both being recalled to their home countries.
Wow.
The coalition's losses will open things up for our competitors, but it's still a testament to your skill.
Thank you.
The Argulians send their thanks and confirm they've received their military aid. They again neglect to provide details, but based on what you 2 have told me, it's definitely some kind of advanced jamming hardware. Where they sourced it from is up for debate, but the flight vector was out of an Albarnian Air Force base.
All right.
It's not the first time that we've seen cutting-edge avionics wind up here. Intel tells us that Durkels even has a few 5th-generation airframes in service.
Wow.
Outside countries and companies seem to see the kingdom as a fertile testing ground for their weapon systems. It's good business for us if it keeps these wars going, but it's exactly what the Legion was set up to prevent.
Right.
Hopefully, something as mundane as a jammer won't be enough to recall their attention from whatever's brewing in Neria and Antar now. Anyway, we've got other cargo flights inbound to help out the Argulians, and we're flying round the clock with this new weak point in the blockade.
Yep.
With all this new material coming in, I presume the Argulian counteroffensive will begin soon. Go get some rest. You'll need it for the coming days.
Oh yeah, that took a lot out of me. Yes. But yeah, 5th generation airframes are like F-22s, Su-47 Bukanauts, Pac-5s, and J-20s. Which basically that means fifth generation typically just means stealth, or just means really advanced avionics. Because that's the thing about generation in aircraft is most generations were basically just advanced avionics. Because because the first generation was both World War One and World War II aircraft, and second generation were jets. Third generation were just more advanced avionics, as missiles, and fourth generation is more modern planes with more advanced avionics and just better airframes. And generation 5 are stealth technologies such as F-22 and F-35, as well as the other aircraft I mentioned, which both have advanced technology. We both have advanced avionics and computers and stuff like that, targeting systems, all that sort of stuff. Basically, just advanced technology put into their airframes, as well as having advanced airframes themselves. Yeah, that's what that is. And it seems like Legion is kind of grasping for air because we're just kicking it out of them. As you know, well, their job is to protect the war. Their job is to make peace, and they just haven't been able to do it yet. And where our job is to make money. Pretty much. Yeah, that's our job, is to make money. And none of the wars have just so happened to give us money. Not exactly the best thing, but hey, at least we get technology wins out of this a little bit. But we'll see. So yeah, and apparently in this world is a lot of blockades where nuclear stuff happened apparently. So yeah. Alright, let's continue.
From the end of World War II until the 60s, the superpowers were locked in a nuclear arms race and maintained a policy of mutually assured destruction. This came to a head in August of 1963. We don't know exactly what happened or who launched first, but the first volleys between Kassel and Poltavia, the most built-up nations of the time, were mostly aimed at military targets. With the world's largest militaries decimated, their allies engaged in nuclear and conventional proxy wars, while third parties took advantage of the power vacuum to expand their own borders. The kingdom annexed and invaded some of its neighbors over the course of the conflict, and never fully integrated them before it fell apart years later. Unable to wipe each other out even if they wanted to, the superpowers reached a ceasefire 1 week later. While an apocalyptic nuclear war was averted, the world was irreparably changed.
Yep.
Seeing an atomic exchange unfold without the massive environmental changes or civilian casualties predicted by political and military leaders largely removed the taboo on their use. And even the kingdom's full-scale nuclear war did little to change people's minds. The superpowers' defanged militaries originally built Angels as nuclear delivery platforms, but over time the term has come to encompass...
No weapon there. So yeah, it's not exactly post-nuclear, but it's something like that. Basically, people using atomic weapons as tactical uses, which is interesting. I mean, you can do that in the real world, I believe. It's just not recommended, as if you use a nuke, everyone's liable to use nukes, which is happening in this world. So yeah, it's just a chain reaction. I mean, basically, instead of the World War III, which people saw what happened in like the mid to late Cold War, or in the early mid Cold War, where World War III basically means United States and Soviet Union would just launch nukes at each other, wiping each other out completely, just nuking each other. But however, in this game, instead of them doing that, they actually, went against military targets only, and just basically nuked military bases and stuff like that. Similar to how it works in Command & Conquer, and in the universe you want to pick in Command & Conquer. Where the universe, Tiberian Wars, no nukes in Tiberian Wars, or even Command & Conquer Generals with China, and even GLA using its Scud missiles. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And the story in this game just really, I mean, the story, the voice acting is really good in this game. I just wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more of a, let's go back to the menu. I was expecting more of a, just skirmish mode. Tons of aircraft. As Visco was expecting. I was not expecting a fully voiced campaign with cutscenes and stuff like that. Although the cutscenes are just one picture, but still cutscenes nevertheless. And stuff like that, as well as a very, very intricate challenge mode. So yeah, this is a very interesting game. Even though it does have its flaws, even though I would say it should have stayed in Early Access a little bit later just to work out more of the bugs, but it's just a really good game anyway, and it's like, what, $25, $27 in that time, by the way. So this is just a really good game if you feel like Ace Combat. I mean, and, you know, the only Ace Combat that's on Steam right now is Ace Combat Assault Horizon, which is not a bad game. I have it on 360. It's not a bad game. But this is more the classic Ace Combat. Plus there's, what, a couple hundred more planes? Because, like, what, Assault Horizon only has less than 50 planes out of the box, and this has hundreds, like 400 planes, similar to like Forza or Wolf Tanks. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And the thing about vector space, which I find interesting, is people just say, "Oh, vector space physics are terrible," and then they point out a simulator game, and I'm like, "Yes, the physics are awful, but this is an arcade game." And what this has, or those games, is it has much more aircraft, many more aircraft, and for a lower price as well. So, and basically, Vector is a good example of an arcade game, as opposed to a similar game where similar game, you know, has physics, you know, has the aerodynamics and the physics all perfect, and even the mission system, but has 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 aircraft. However, in an arcade game, you can have hundreds, because you don't have to look at each individual aircraft as much as you would in a similar game, or at least a good similar game. In a good similar game, you have to, you know, look at the aircraft, look how they work, know their startups, know what each switch does, stuff like that. However, in an arcade game, you don't really need to do that. All you gotta do is just look at the planes and how they roughly perform by just asking experts, like, how does the Brukenut perform? Well, they say it's a force-up-wing aircraft, it has 2 engines, it's Russian, and it performs like this. F-22, which is now just being used. Just started being used, what, last year? In, like, 2014? Somewhere 2014, just started being used, but anyway, so yeah. The people before that it started being used, and even now, because it's still classified, they just use their imaginations, or just say it's like this. You know, F-22 is like this, like an F-15, except it's different, and this is why it's different. This alpha performs differently. Basically, that's what happens in an arcade game. In a simulator, however, it's much more. It's harder to pull that off, because you have to be more precise. However, in an arcade game, you can just use artists. You can just use an artist's, artist's rendition and just go after that. Just say, it might be like this, and that's all you gotta do. So that's what makes arcade games fun, and that's what makes Vector Thrust fun. Even though it can be frustrating sometimes, both in challenges and campaign. Because, you know, the only mission I beat in under 30 minutes was, what, the last mission, and that was it. The other ones I've been beating in 30 minutes or a little bit over, and this one it's been more like an hour. But yeah, I do like Vector Thrust a lot, and I gotta admit, I do enjoy playing skirmish mode in this game, and I do enjoy playing challenge modes. But the campaign is also really nice, and I kind of wish I could have started the campaign earlier, but you know, I only had time for one more series, and that one more series, and I wanted to make it different, as someone else had a campaign series on YouTube already showing off all the missions, so I decided to just do challenge mode, because there was no challenge mode, people. The only challenge mode videos were of a couple planes, and that was it. And not how I've been doing challenge mode, so yeah. But anyway, I do love Vector Thrust, even if it can be frustrating. And I do wish there's little differences that could be changed, like maybe the checkpoint system or quick save system would be nice. Maybe more of a quick save system because how the game works. Because a checkpoint, you know, if you're off to a bad start and you get a checkpoint, you have to restart the entire mission anyway. However, if a quick save, you can quick save wherever you want, which means you can quick save in an optimal position, keep going from there. Even if that optimal position was just 2 seconds away from the start, you can do that. So that's why, and like the quick save system or a checkpoint system would be good. Also, the AI working, because Knight wasn't helping at all. Although in the earlier missions they were helping, it's just Knight wasn't helping that one. I wonder if Knight was just told to protect the darter, and that was it. But anyway, that was a really good mission. Anyway, I love that mission a lot, even though it took many attempts, and it just took perfection. But it was a fun mission nevertheless. I did like it. But again, I wish there were checkpoints. It would have been much easier, much more fun if there were checkpoints or a quick save system. Alright, but anyway, so, yeah, I guess, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you guys watching in this episode. It means a lot to me. I'm also going to ask you to leave a comment. Tell me what you like, tell me what you like to just into the series. Like what campaign you want me to do next, or tips on how I'll play, Vector's class in general, if I don't tips, just 2 minutes comments from people that don't tip. And again, I do really appreciate you guys watching this series, even though I do take many attempts, and even though I don't really cut things out, which I could, but I don't really have time to cut things out tonight. It's 1:27 right now, and I want to record one more thing, I think. So I just don't have time to actually cut things out. Like some other people might, but yeah, else I probably would. I do appreciate you guys watching this series, as you know, it's a fun series, even though it can be frustrating. It's a fun series. All right, but anyway, so yeah, I guess see you in a second.